Relying on the alumnus reportedly, Josh Duggar has been having a difficult time adjusting to his life behind bars. In the past, it was disclosed that Josh and his cell were subjected to repercussions as a result of a detrimental prank on a member of the prison staff, as well as the ownership of illegal phones. On the other hand, it would appear that Josh's situation is just going to deteriorate further, as news sources assert that the living conditions in his cell are beyond comprehension. To find out what transpired, continue reading. Counting on. Josh Duggar receives an update regarding his release from prison. The most recent information that Josh provided was the date that he will be released from prison. Initially, the former cast member of Counting On was scheduled to be freed on August 12, 2032. It was later shifted to October 2, 2032. However, after the individual was caught with a contraband phone, the date was changed. He is now anticipated to be released from prison on December 23, 2032, according to the information that was disclosed. It is possible that Josh breached another rule while he was incarcerated, as evidenced by the fact that it was delayed for an additional 2 months. There have been allegations that Josh's cell has been subjected to discipline as a result of their actions, and it appears that they are now paying the price for it. This cell of Josh's is suffering from the most deplorable living conditions. New allegations have recently appeared indicating that Josh Duggar's cell is experiencing some difficult living conditions. These sources claim as much. According to a source within the facility, an inmate has expressed their dissatisfaction with a structure that is 100 years old and has mildew on the cells and air vents, which poses a significant threat to their health. According to the prisoner, they have made an effort to request that they be transported, but their request has never been fulfilled. Uncertainty exists around whether or not Josh was experiencing the same living condition. At the same time, the inmate asserted that K2, a synthetic form of marijuana, had been circulating in the cell throughout the course of the previous year. On the other hand, the inmate stated that they had not consumed any tobacco products since July of 2024. The fact that nobody provided him with the appropriate meds when he was experiencing a seizure is another example of how they continue to be mistreated. This was not the first time that Josh Duggar's cell was used, so you can count on it. It was not the first time that Josh's cell had been subjected to what may be described as inhumane living conditions. An individual who was incarcerated in February 2024 filed a lawsuit, saying that the food that was provided to them had maggots. In addition to this, he said that the institution did not offer any form of medical care. In the beginning of this year, Josh and his cell were also penalized for an incident that occurred when an inmate doused a member of the staff with a hazardous chemical concoction. Because of this, the prison decided to cut off their food budget so that they would not be able to purchase the items that were used for the prank again. It has been stated that Josh Duggar's cell embarked on a hunger strike in March of last year. This follows the fact that the former cast member of Counting On had their recreational time restricted due to the presence of contraband. The fact that Josh's life in prison is becoming more complicated is something that is readily apparent. Sources have asserted that he is still receiving preferential treatment due to the fact that he is a television personality. This includes being assigned to a dormitory that provides him with additional privileges.